Hey everyone, you are listening to Beyond the Ring podcast, and this is the AEW Dynamite review. And guys, this week's Dynamite, it was a good show overall, pretty good show. I would say it wasn't a very good show, but because the second hour felt like kind of a pretty decent manner, and the main event wasn't that very good as well, because Dynamite main event, have been fun lately, and that wasn't the case here. And we kicked off with the first match, Adam Cole versus Frankie Kazarian, the match we have been waiting for since last week, ever since we have been known about that Adam Cole is being making his Dynamite debut, his match debut against Frankie Kazarian. This match had a little bit history as well in Ring of Honor and various indie scenes. They have wrestled each other, so that was there. This was very fun, I would say. This was really fun to open with, especially got a big reaction for Adam Cole. And the match itself wasn't a great match, which I kind of over expected, but it was at the end of the day, I would say that it was at the end of the show. I would say that it was good to watch through, and a really fun counter attacking and wrestling that was there, and not very much selling. It was fast paced, and so yeah, I think it didn't felt like Frankie Kazarian would be getting the victory here. Adam Cole is actually got the victory, defeated Frankie Kazarian, and for obvious reasons. And we have a good match there, and we got a next segment of Fuego del Sol backstage, and he actually put on his car on the line for the TNT title next week. And I guess this is confirmed for Rampage, I think so, and against Miro. And Miro's TNT title reign, I was happy because he actually became TNT. It's like a on or off at times, because at times his performance is very good. When he comes to the ring, he gives his personality, he gives his character and all personality on all the things very well. But when he's cutting a promo in the backstage, it just actually doesn't feel like he's a big deal or something. So they should have some time for Miro, and some good competitive TNT title defense that, like they have did with Jungle Boy, not Jungle Boy, I think so, Darby Allen and Cody. So I think so. Have some good competitive. The only competitive match that I saw was against Eddie Kingston, and I was hoping to see this rivalry continue, but I don't think so. We are going to get that, and we had a new name for Adam Cole. This as well. We had known that AEW trademarked the name Super Click, and this is representing the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, Super Click. So that's there. So after that, we had MJF and Brian Pillman segment, which was really fun, and the storyline movement was very prominent in this week's Dynamite. Many, so many stories were getting woven, and were getting actually progressed in this show, and it's a very good thing, I would say. It was not very wrestling heavy. The wrestling was just a normal, kind of a pretty good range, I would say that. But yeah, so this was the MJF Brian Pillman thing was good. I actually noticed one thing, that Brian Pillman is so much. Brian Pillman Jr., I suppose, is so much ripped actually, and he's gaining a lot of weight right now. I don't know, and it kind of makes him his height little bit shorter or something, because he's gaining too much weight. So yeah, so MJF versus Brian Pillman, this could be a fun rivalry, to see a rivalry and fun match, I would say. And I'm looking forward to this match. Great babyface. Brian Pillman is a very good wrestler as well, and yeah. So and then Brian Pillman and his partner could have got the tag team title opportunity. That would have been a good thing for me, I would say. But they are kind of pushing him to the single status, which I don't think so. He's quite ready, but this would maybe push him to a certain level after defeating MJF. I don't think so. MJF is going to be defeated because after a lot of very after a very big rivalry with Chris Jericho and losing too much to Chris Jericho, which I don't think so is a bad thing or something, because he's he's a legend in his own right, and all the story was different. And here, I think so, MJF would be getting the victory, and we get to the FTR Dante Martin and Matt Sydal match. This was a really good match. The match of the week, this week's, I would say, a really fun match, and especially the Matt Sydal's Dante Martin's the cohesion, and I don't think so they were quite a very uh, quite very good in the ring with each other, and just complementing so well. And I like this match, and I hope to see Matt Sydal and Dante Martin's tag team going on forward. And yeah, so we get to the and this match actually, TR Black Sabbath and Cash Wheeler got the victory here, and very good, really good match. I actually uh, urge you to check out this match. Actually, this was good. And we get to Cody Rhodes Malachi Black segment. Malachi Black kind of was cutting a promo, and his entrance was cool. And yeah, and we had Rosario Dawson in the crowd as well, so she was actually wearing the elite not the elite, the Nightman family emblem shirt. So Cody Rhodes entered from the crowd, and they fought off, and they actually were fighting on the crowd. That was very fun to watch the crowd reaction and all. And so that was crowd was hot for that match. For that segment. And so this is final build up for the Malachi Black Cody, which isn't a very which isn't wasn't a very good build, I would say, to the Cody Malachi Black. But it's written all over it, because we have the whole thing that they attacked Arn Anderson and his kid as well, so we have too much memory that they had given. So I think so it would be the final match. I think so both of them have just finish this rivalry with this match at next week's other stadium. So we had, after that, we had NJ and the Dark Order thing, and they had the dissension going on. And we have Dan Lambert again. I frankly speaking, I don't like Dan Lambert speaking, man. He's so pissed. He's so pissed me off every time he actually blabber around, and just yeah. So he's so much, but he's a great promo talker, man. He's a great promo cutter, and I was very glad that Chris Jericho actually, actually, actually. Demanded and interfered in this segment. And this is going to be a tag match, converting to a tag match where Chris Jericho and this Men of the Year, Chris Jericho and Jake Hager will be facing Men of the Year. And that would be good. I think so Chris Jericho and Jake Hager are going for the tag team division right now. So they're going for the tag title, I think so. They are in the tag rankings going forward. And yeah, so we get a next match, Jade Cargill, Layla Hirsch. And I was very excited for this match, but I was very looking forward when I saw the difference between the two, the power guy and the small power woman and the small woman. So the story would be good, I think so. But the commercial actually ruined this kind of this match, and it was not fun to watch through. And this actually began the second hour of the show, and uh, we had a normal match, I would say. And Layla Hirsch's offenses were good, but the commercial kind of had to in this match, I would say. And I really like Layla Hirsch's wrestling. And yeah, and we get to the next match, Darby Allin versus Sean Spears. This also wasn't a match to care about, nothing story, and Sean Spears just cut a promo and he had his interest. I'm not a fan of Sean Spears, and but it was Darby Allin, so it was fun to watch through. He's a very great wrestler. He's fun to watch through his athletic backgrounds and his maneuvers and all. So he's so much good, man. His performance every time he's in the ring, he's giving 100%. He takes so much of bumps, man. yeah, so much of buns every week, and it's very commendable that he's doing it. And yeah, for the fans, for the entertainment. I mean, for that I would say this was good. And yeah, it was a fun match as well. I would say after the match, FTR appeared in the ring and took out Sting and Allen, and so they're going for this tag match, FTR and Sting and Darby Allen next week. I think this is going to happen at Arthur Stadium. So next week we had a 4 hour of AEW wrestling, 2 hours Dynamite, and Rampage is having extra hour. So 2 hours of Rampage. So that would be pretty much interesting to see how the ratings would be, and how the fan would be. I mean, fans and the viewers would be inclined to the show or something for 2 hours, because this is a new show. So let's see how it goes. But one hell of a card they have announced actually, and. Tony Schiavone was in the ring after this. We had a Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega face off, and they have agreed to a match. Danielson actually demanded match against Omega for a non-title match, and this is happening, guys. And they are giving in a free TV. I mean, they are giving in the Dynamite. This is a non-title match, and I think so. The full gear appears to be Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega, maybe, but it's not confirmed. You can confirm because Hangman Page is also there, so maybe they can make a triple threat as well. So that's a thing as well. So it was a good segment as well, for a good segment, and confirming the match, and crowd reacted very well. A very good promo segment, and we get to the main event finally. Before that, we got a brief promo. Matt Hardy bracketing his Orange Cassidy, their rivalry continuing. So that was there, and we had John Moxley, Eddie Kingston versus 2.0, Matt T and Jeff Parker. This wasn't a star-studded. Apart from John Moxley, Eddie Kingston was there. 2.0 isn't a very main event guys who can be in the main event. So I think so. This wasn't a way to book the match for the main event, I would say, for the Dynamite. And the match itself was a normal kind of the heels were getting the advantage first, and then the faces returned very smoothly, and just they both actually got the victory very easily by landing a spinning back fist on Lee and a DDT on Parker, and then they tagged in each other and land their lariat and exploder suplex combination, and that was it. The main event was just decent, and which I said in the start, that which isn't the case in the lately for the Dynamite main events are really great to watch through, and this wasn't the case. So that actually trims down this week's Dynamite's enjoyment level, I would say. It began very well. The first hour was good. The second hour began it I mean, decently, and the promos of the Danielson and Kenny Omega kind of popped up very well, kind of had a spike for me, I would say. It was interesting, and then the main event didn't hook me that well, but it closed out very well, I would say, because Suzuki's music, this time Suzuki got his Kazina Nare, whatever it is, sung by all the fans. So it was great to see the crowd singing the song, and it was a face off. I think so. Suzuki is heel. Is completely healed, turned heel, because he was going to. I mean, he was. They were brawling around, and they were going to. He was going to actually pile drive him to the freaking the table where the bell was kept, and man. That would have been worse, man. That would have been a career-ending injury for. I thought about that. Is Moxley gonna take this thing? I mean, I don't know. He's a maniac, but he didn't take it, man. Thank God he didn't take it. And so they closed out the show very well. And they were brawling around in the crowd, and that actually ended the show, and the show faded out. And that was a good way to end the show, I would say. So I think so. This is not going to be singles, because Suzuki's aligned with his partner Lance Archer. So they had the tag team in New Japan, so they are reigniting that tag team, rekindling their relationship, and they're going up against John Moxley and Eddie Kingston. So that this would be a great tag team match. I mean, this two two nothing to care monsters would be going at it, and nothing to care about, and would be very fun to watch through, man. Just stopping at each other. I'm very into that, and I would say that the Dynamite overall this week was pretty decent to good show. But yeah, and the Dynamite the AEW has so much of storyline going on. I think it's kind of a convoluting situation right now. It's good to have many storylines going on, because yeah, every wrestler is getting an opportunity to shine and have this storyline, so it's fun to be engaged. I mean, yeah, there's a positive and negative as well, but I would say it would be good if they focus on some rivalries only, not too much convoluted, because it's too much right now, I think so. Yeah, so if you watch this show, they had I don't know if they actually overloaded the storyline development in this show, because lot of story were being touched upon and they're being progressed. So it's a good thing, but it created a kind of a convoluted situation for me. So just a suggestive point that I thought about, and my view, and I would like to have your view as well in the comment section below of this week's Dynamite, guys. And next week Dynamite is going to be huge, man. And we have Sting Darby Allin facing FTR, Brian Pillman facing MJF, Brian Pillman Jr. facing MJF, Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes, and AEW Women's World Championship is also going to be defended. Britt Baker against Ruby Soho, and we have Kenny Omega versus Bryan Danielson, one hell of a pay-per-view caliber match that they are giving away in a free TV. So it's going to be a very good show that would spike the ratings to maybe into 1.3, 1.5 of 1.4 mark, I would say. And yeah, so the selling matches are the women's championship match, the Kenny Omega match, and the yeah, these two matches I think so would be a I mean the headliner, I would say. And we have a Rampage Grand Slam next week, that is CM Punk versus Powerhouse Hobbs, and that would be a great match, because we have seen that Hobbs actually attacked the CM Punk from the back when he was in the commentary, and they were kind of having a segment. So Adam Cole, the Young Bucks, and that was good actually. And Adam Cole, the Young Bucks, the Super Click is going to face Christian Cage, Jurassic Express. That's going to be a good tag team match, I would say. And we have Chris Jericho, Jake Hager against Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and that would be also very good, nice card that I looked through the Rampage as well. So this is going to be 2 hours. They only have 3 matches now, so maybe we could get announced other matches in Rampage or next week Dynamite as well. So this is the Dynamite and the Rampage going forward. So can't wait, man, to watch this match. And I would like to know your thoughts about this week's Dynamite and going forward, and whatever thoughts you have about the AEW, you can sound off in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, and peace.